In this video, we are going to talk about conditions in Python, which are also if and else statement. We will try to solve some example questions also. So, what is if and else statement? What are conditions in Python or even in any other programming language? So we have to check whether one condition is true, and we have to execute the part of the code on the basis of that condition. And if that condition is not true, we have to execute some other part of the code. So let us see the first example, which is even or odd. So in a simple code, write a program that takes an integer input from the user and prints even if the number is even and odd if the number is odd. So first part is that we have to take integer input from the user. Sorry, this is an integer input. So we have to apply if and else statement, and we have to check whether a number is even or odd. We have to use a modulus operator. What is modulus operator? A modulus operator is used to return a remainder of division. So how do we check if the number is even or odd? It is very simple that if a number is divisible by 2, it is an even number. Otherwise, that number is not divisible by 2. In other words, if the remainder of that number when it is divided by 2 is not equal to 0, that number is odd. So we'll check if that number modulus 2 is equals to 0. See here we have used 2 equals to sign. This double equal to sign is used to compare two values. A single equal to sign is used to assign a value to any variable, but a double equal to sign is used to compare whether some value is equal to some value or not equal to some value. And every loop or every if else statement ends with a colon sign. It is very important, otherwise you will face a syntax error. And you can see this tab space or four spaces on third line. So it is indentation. If you don't follow the indentation properly, you will face an indentation error. So always check this properly. So if the number is divisible by 2, you have to print even, or the else statement. If the number is not divisible by 2, that means that the number is odd. So let us submit this code. So you can see this submission is correct. Now we are moving towards the second question, which is greater or smaller. The user will enter two different integers a and b. User will enter two different integers a and b. Always try to solve the smaller parts of your codes first. So we are going to take two integers a and b. Now we have to check if a is greater than b, we have to print greater. If a is greater than b, we have to print greater. Else we have to print smaller. Sorry, we have printed. So we are going to submit this code, and this is correct submission. So see here, this code is correct, but there can be one more condition, that if both the numbers can be greater or smaller. But what if both the number are same? Does this code work? No. So we have to use elif statement. Elif is basically else if the first condition is not true, we have to check another condition. If a is equals to b, then we can print that both are equal. This is not part of this question, but you can practice it on your own, that the number can be equal. So this is also a test case here. So moving towards question number 3, going to a trip. Write a program that takes an integer age from the user. So age from the user. If the age is between 17 and 24 inclusive means that 17 and 24 is also included. So if the age is less than equals to, sorry, if the age is greater than equals to 17 and the age is less than equals to 24, we have to print ready. Otherwise, else statement, we have to print not ready. You can see here we are comparing age when age is greater than equal to 17 and the both conditions should be true here because we have to find the number between 17 and 24 and age is less than equals to 24, then we have to print ready. So you can see the submission is correct. So now we are going to solve question number 4, which is ready steady go. The user enters a color which can be one of green or red. So take an input. This input would be a string. It is not an integer input because you can see here green and red are strings. So we have to check if the color equals to red. We have to print stop. Second condition, L if the color is equals to green. We have to print go. Else we have to print ready. So let us submit this code and here we got a right answer. Question number 5 is pass or fail. The user enters an integer score. So we are going to take an input from the user which is integer. If the score is greater than 50, if score is greater than 50, print pass. Another condition, L if the score is less than 50, we have to print fail. And the last condition, we can check this also, L if the score equal to 50, print temporary hold. So you can skip else statement, that is not necessary. Like we have not written any else statement here, so it is not necessary, but all the condition that we have to check here are fulfilled. In question number 6, write a program that takes two integer and an operator plus minus multiplication division from the user and performs the corresponding operation. Print the result. So we have to take two integers a and b. You can name any integer here. So two integer and assign operation operator that can be a string input. Yes. So here we are going to check if the we are going to check what is the operator. If the operator is plus, we are going to add both number. If it is minus, we are going to subtract both numbers, multiplication or division. So we'll check if operator is equals to plus. So what we are going to print, a plus b. And if the operator is equals to minus, we are going to print A minus B. Elif, the operator is equals to multiplication. We are going to print A multiplied by B. Elif, the operation is equals to division. We are going to print A divided by B. So we are required to do this operation, but let us think that user input any other operator, like he input any other thing. So a good approach is to write an else statement here, that else if the user don't enters any of these operator, then we are going to print wrong input, wrong operator. So this is not necessary in this code, but this is the right approach of doing this code. So we got the correct answer. In question number 7, write a program that takes two integers from the user if the first number is between 1 and 10 inclusive, and the second number is between 20 and 30 inclusive. Print in range, otherwise print out range. Now focus here. We are going to check a condition between a condition. Like we have to check if the first number is between 1 and 10 and second number is between 20 and 30. Print in range. So we are going to take two integer inputs from the user and we have to check if the first number is between 1 and 10. If A is greater than equals to 10 and A is less than equals to 10, sorry, it's starting from 1 to 10. And then we have to check if B, we are going to check the first condition. If the first condition is true, then we have to also check the second condition. If B is greater than equals to 20 and B is, sorry, here greater than equals to 20. If B is less than equals to 30, then we have to print in range. Else, the else part should be outside this code. We are going to print out of range. Let me submit this code and see. We got the right answer here. So see here we are checking a condition within a condition. So always focus on the question statement. What is the demand of the question? What kind of output it is required in the question. So last question of if and else statements. Range check 2. Another way to solve this the same problem above is using a single Boolean expression. So yes, we can simply copy it and let me show you how can I do this in one single statement. See here, if I put another and here, we'll just check all the four conditions and execute. Let us see. Yes, it executes correctly. So what is this code doing? It is checking all the four conditions. Like we were checking the four conditions, two if statements. Same goes here. This checking all four condition in single statement and giving us the same output. So that's it from the conditions. Hope you understood the concept of condition in Python, if and else statement. If you have any question, you can leave a comment, and you can also contact me through WhatsApp. And hope you like the video. That's it.